Our next set of techniques are going to be our boxing basic 4. For boxing, hands are going to come up, one hand on either side of your face. We're going to keep our body square. So unlike a regular karate stance where our body's sideways, our feet are more in the same line. For a boxing stance, we want our feet under our shoulder. We're going to slide the side that we want behind us back, body's remaining square, hands are up. First technique is going to be our jab. For our jab, it's just a straight punch with our front hand. So right hand's going to stay up by the cheek. I'm going to take a small step with the left, twist the shoulder sideways, and come back to my stance. So I'm twisting sideways for power and extension, coming right back to that straightforward position for the jab. From sideways, right hand staying up, twist, and back, and twist, and back. Next technique, number 2, is our cross. Our cross is very similar to our reverse punch. It can go to the chin. Could also go to the stomach. So for the cross, front hand's going to stay up by our face. We're going to twist, let our heel come up off the floor, and come right back. From a sideways position, we're twisting the hips, making sure not to lean, heels coming up, and getting full extension. Next technique is number 3. It's our hook. Hooks can come from your back or from your front. When we do the hook, our body is square. The backhand is always going to be a little easier because our hips are already in position. For the front side, we're going to take the hip and we're going to dip it a tiny bit to the side. Not too much where we're getting into a bad position where we can get hit. Just a little bit of a dip to set up, get some power. For the hook itself, arm's going to stay bent. You can go palm down or palm in. And the technique comes from a hip turn more than anything else. Your front heel is going to come up off the floor. So from the front position, I'm going to dip the hip, hook comes across. Dip and hook. Sometimes we can go a little wider and a little bigger with our hook, but for the most part, we're going to stay a little tighter, and we're going to make sure not to swing or extend. Arm stays bent. For a back hook, we're just going to twist with our back hip. Front hand stays up, back shoulder turns, back hip turns, and we're coming across. And again, we can go palm in this way, or we can go palm down. Last technique is our uppercut. For our uppercut, our arm's going to be bent, palm's going to be facing towards us, and this is another technique that's going to require a little bit of a dip with the hip to come up with our strike. So we're going to do our front hand first, body is square, hands are up. So I'm going to take my front hip and I'm going to dip it a tiny bit, bring the hand down and up towards the chin. So dip and up. So there's a lot of hip motion to get that power into our strike. Dip and punch. Backside's a little easier because we're already straightforward. Dip and up. If we go too much, again, we're going to get ourselves in a bad position. And if we extend, that's also incorrect. Just like our hook is bent, so is our uppercut. Twist and strike. From a sideways view, dip the front hip, up with the uppercut, or backside, dip, and come up.